What's up, fam? People like to get things twisted, man. They get things so twisted. When you see an individual, I did a little short video about Dame Dash going through the financial problems that he's having. Now, I don't know if he has real financial problems, but the well documented ones with the this whole thing with this lawsuit that he had to pay $800,000. He lost $800,000 lawsuit, and he has to sell. He's been ordered to sell his share of Rockefeller Records, and with that share comes his third of the ownership of the Reasonable Doubt masters, and so he's trying to get it off for obviously more than 800,000. He's trying to get off. He's got 6 years or so. Well, he doesn't have 6 years, but I think it's 6 years or so until the publishing and masters and all that goes back to Jay-Z as per law, through the industry or whatever that the writings are, the laws or the bylaws or whatever that is. My whole point of making that video was that everyone gets caught up in the financials here and there. Life is life, and we can all make jokes and go on with Dame did in the past, as far as his outlandishness, his brashness, putting people on blast. He can go on and on and on. You can just pick one of many episodes and rants that he did, and people feel a certain kind of way about it. Dame tends to rub people the wrong way. We know this. When I listen to Dame on his whatever podcast he might be on, or just his little guest spots when he's making the rounds, I tend to get the value of his knowledge of the industry, the music business, and most of all, how he deals with people and maybe his relationships. Now, that sounds odd considering the Dame is very opinionated. But, I got to give him credit because he was riding for his artists, too. So Dame was fighting for the company. He was on the front lines for his artists. I can't front. Now you might not like his method, but he basically went to bat for what was right for the company and the artists. And so I don't think you can have anyone be more passionate about what he was doing at that particular time, as far as the record label, dealing with Def Jam, dealing with certain record execs, just dealing with people in the industry, dealing with artists. So Dame had a lot on his plate, and Dame handled it, to me, like he had to handle it. He had to, take no shorts. He had to give no fucks. He had to go in there with an attitude like, look, we're coming in here, and we're coming in here to wreak havoc in this industry. We have to, we have to make our presence known. And so he did that. Now, like I said, whether you like his methods, that's debatable and subjective. So everybody goes through their drama, man. Everybody goes through whatever they have to go through. Dame, from what I gathered, and from, like I said, with some of his posts, I know he had one that he had said I think he was in Wyoming or something. He was on his ranch, a newly purchased ranch. So Dame, if that's true, I mean, I'm just going by what he's saying. So Dame seems to be in a good space, and like I said, of course he's going to get clowned. Of course, he had the famous Breakfast Club interview a while back where he's talking about, if you're working for someone else, you're just a supervisor, or that doesn't make you a boss. If you're not a boss, that went viral. That was very controversial. But he was writing a lot of that stuff. So now it's coming back on him. Like, look at you now. Okay. So a lot of people are not willing to put their necks on the line for something they believe in. So I don't suppose they can totally get what Dame was trying to do. They're gonna look at the part where he failed instead of looking at the part where he won. Of course, group infighting and people, business deals and partnerships tend to, go astray or go their separate ways after a certain time, making money together. And you have the breakups, and you have, people get bitter. Some stem to think, a lot of people seem to think Dame is quite bitter. I don't know if I would use the word bitter. I just think Dame is honest. I don't think honesty can be bitter. I think honesty is just honesty. It comes from a honest perspective of that individual, and you have to look at it from that point of view. Of course, we're not going to feel the passions or the emotions because we're not in the shoes, and so we can clown and we can clown on and say, well, look what Jay-Z and Biggs are doing now, and blah 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 blah. But at the same time, I think Dame went about it the way he went about it for his own reasons. He's a street cat, and he went about it in a way where he was like, look, we're not going for no okey doke. We're trying to get in here. We're trying to get make history, and this is how we moving. So I'm not mad at Dame for that. I'm not mad at Dame. They made a lot of money together. Rockefeller Records. They all made a lot of money. Everybody that was on Rockefeller Records, they had the state property at Dipset. For the most part, a lot of them were successful. They were good times, and so yes, when egos get involved and people tend to grow apart, and it's and that's okay. It's okay. You can grow apart. You can get into some, get into some other endeavors, and that's just natural. That's just natural aggression. I mean, natural progression. But shout out to Dame, man. You know what I mean? A true pioneer, a true trailblazer, as far as making his presence known, as far as demanding the best from record companies, support, promotion. He was there, man. He was there the whole time, and he has his detractors, but we all have detractors, and we can't let that stop us. We can't let our dream get dim because a little criticism. We take the criticism; it's constructive. We move on, and we try to implement that in whatever, like I said, whatever endeavors we chose to indulge in. But it's the record company, it's the music business. It's already shady, as been explained by Q-Tip. But you just try to get the best deal you can, man, because at the end of the day, the artist is always going to get jacked up, and that's just the way it is. So you got to be smart, be responsible, do the best you can. If you got to scream on somebody sometimes to get attention, you got to scream on somebody. You know what I mean? That's just how it is in any occupation, man. We get emotional here, especially when it's so personal to us and stuff like that. Our dream, our baby that we envision in our heads, and we've seen it came to fruition, and it's here now. And we got jokers out here trying to like a nickel holding up a dime. You know what I'm saying? We trying to pop. You know what I mean? They trying to say, wait, hold on, we'll get to you. Table this, table that. And Dame wasn't going for it. So, shout out to Dame Dash. He'll bounce on his feet. I'm sure he's smart, very engaging young man. But he'll be all right. He'll be all right, for sure. Peace.